Welcome to this explainer. You are essentially a secret agent today, and your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to extract maximum marks from a highly hostile exam paper in 20 minutes or less. We are deploying a strategic, high-stakes playbook specifically to help you dominate Section 3.9, Complex Numbers and Argand Diagrams, for the Cambridge AS and A-Level Mathematics 9709 exam. Let's set the scene. Imagine you are sitting in the exam hall. The clock is relentlessly ticking down. You've got this dynamic split screen playing in your head, the timer counting down on one side and this terrifyingly blank page on the other. I want to introduce you to two archetypal students we see in this situation every single year. Let's call them Alex and Sam. Alex is an overloader. Alex memorizes raw mathematical facts and dumps every single formula onto the page, but includes absolutely zero actual analysis. Then we have Sam. Sam is incredibly sharp but rushes through everything, completely missing the specific command word requirements hidden in the question. When we put their flawed answers side by side, it is just an absolute sea of red pen marks. It's frankly painful to look at. We aren't just looking at the math today. We are actively analyzing the psychology of the exam itself and how to crack the literal code examiners use to award those points. There is a very common saying among top-tier test takers. Most students lose easy marks on Argand diagrams, but you won't be one of them. That bold statement is our primary objective today. We know from hard data that candidates consistently leak points on this specific topic. They struggle with plotting loci, they mess up calculating arguments, or they shade the completely wrong region of the complex plane. Think about Alex and Sam. Their papers are covered in red ink because they didn't understand the underlying strategy. But by understanding exactly what the Cambridge principal examiners are looking for behind the scenes, you can step into that exam room armed with absolute clarity. You'll know the traps before you even uncap your pen.
We are going to execute this briefing in 4 precise phases. Number 1, core theoretical foundations. Number 2, the method mark strategy. Number 3, evaluative thinking skills. And finally, number 4, the highly classified principal examiner warnings.
Phase 1, core theoretical foundations. Let's dive right into the foundational architecture of Argand diagrams, which relies heavily on precise definitions and causal relationships.
The core assessment framework laid out by Cambridge isn't just about memorizing facts or remembering the formula for the modulus. It actively prioritizes analytical depth over superficial breadth. It assesses your cognitive ability to apply logical, structured reasoning across 3 main domains: your knowledge, your understanding, and your application. They want to see exactly how you think geometrically and algebraically. This is exactly where our friend Alex fails. Alex just writes down raw facts but doesn't analyze the command words. Are you being asked to deduce, calculate, or show that? Each command word requires a totally different approach. Before we continue, subscribe to our YouTube channel Ace the Exams at acexams_IGCSE to excel in your Cambridge examinations. Click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon right now. Okay, so getting back to the framework, remember that Cambridge wants to see your brain working on the page, not just a regurgitated textbook definition.
Now, what's genuinely fascinating about this slide is the secret to unlocking the highest grade brackets. It's actually hidden in cross-topic connections. Principal examiner reports explicitly highlight that candidates who demonstrate conceptual understanding by referencing cross-topic connections achieve significantly higher marks. This means you absolutely cannot view Argand diagrams in a vacuum. You have to integrate your understanding of complex numbers with trigonometry or with coordinate geometry. This is where we introduce the Peel framework: point, evidence, explanation, link. Top students structure their math answers by making a point about the locus, providing evidence with an equation, explaining their algebraic working, and then linking it all back to the specific geometric feature the question asked for. If you can link the algebraic form to the geometric reality on the complex plane, you are proving to the examiner that you have a master-level, transferable grasp of the mathematics.
Phase 2, the method mark strategy. Let's move to our next section and build an actionable, step-by-step strategy to secure those crucial method marks. Welcome to the transformation phase. Securing marks is all about process over the final answer. You need a standardized procedural framework you can rely on every single time, especially when the clock is ticking. Let's put 60 seconds on the visual timer and watch Alex and Sam rewrite their answers live using this exact 5-step sequence. Step 1, identify the key elements by deconstructing the question to extract the data, like picking out the real and imaginary parts. Step 2, apply the relevant principles or formulas. Step 3, execute the analysis with incredibly clear working and notation. Step 4, verify your results. Does this locus actually make sense? And step 5, present your final answer using the correct terminology. As Alex and Sam apply this blueprint, you can literally see the red pen marks transforming into green check marks. This is the mathematics success blueprint in action. It's your ultimate safety net.
Exam pressure can do funny things to the brain. Your adrenaline spikes, and suddenly you forget how to do basic addition. To guarantee you never freeze up during an exam, I highly recommend creating a memory hack like this mnemonic, IAEVP. Identify, apply, execute, verify, present. When you look at an intimidating Argand diagram question and your mind goes completely blank, just write down those 5 letters and take it one step at a time. Stop scrolling. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, AC Exams, at acetheexams_IGCSE, to excel in your Cambridge examinations. We've helped thousands of students improve by 2 to 3 grade boundaries. Join them right now by subscribing to @acetheexams_IGCSE and turn on all notifications so you never miss our weekly exam strategy sessions. Let's get back into it. Lock IAEVP into your mind because it forces you to slow down and secure every single method mark available before you even worry about the final answer.
Phase 3, evaluative thinking skills. Because securing top marks requires far more than just following the steps. It demands critical, evaluative thinking.
Let's run a quick interactive workshop right now. I'm putting a complex mathematics data source on the screen, a tricky Argand diagram with intersecting loci. I'm throwing a 60-second timer on the overlay. Your first challenge is a data scan. Can you extract the core trend? The crucial point here is that when performing comparative analysis, top-scoring candidates don't just list independent mathematical facts. They actively identify similarities on one hand and differences on the other. They use comparative connectives to bridge these thoughts, and they support each comparison with hard mathematical evidence to draw conclusions about relative importance. Are those 2 lines parallel? Does the half line intersect the circle? You need to use comparative language mathematically to prove exactly what is happening on that complex plane. Time for Challenge 2. Find the flaw. I want you to look at a sample paragraph of mathematical working from Sam. The timer is running. Can you identify the exact sentence that is losing marks? To truly demonstrate evaluative mastery, you must extract information accurately, question the given assumptions in the problem, and absolutely justify every single decision with solid, evidence-based conclusions. Sam lost marks because there was no justification. Every time you make a mathematical choice, your working should implicitly answer the examiner's question, "Why did you do that?" Now for Challenge 3, speed writing. You have 30 seconds on the timer to write one perfect PL-structured paragraph that justifies the locus of a complex number. Point, evidence, explanation, link. If you can justify your mathematical decisions clearly under pressure, you are golden.
Phase 4, Principal Examiner Warnings. Now for the most classified intelligence of this briefing, the direct warnings from the Cambridge Principal Examiner reports.
Here is your final cheat sheet recap graphic. We're looking at the complete mathematics answering system, and the progress bar is reaching 100%. There are 3 rules that guarantee top marks: command word decoding, Peel framework application, and a strict time management matrix. But you have to avoid these top 3 exam mistakes, where candidates needlessly leak points. Number 1, confusing cause and effect in your logical steps. Number 2, forgetting to check your format and presentation. If they ask for polar form and you leave it in Cartesian form, you are throwing away points. And number 3, providing a generic context. Make a massive mental note of this slide, because falling into these traps will destroy your grade boundary, no matter how good your algebra is. Students who implement these mathematics strategies see an average improvement of 2 grade boundaries, but only if they practice consistently with our weekly videos. Listen closely to this examiner alert. The classic mistake is providing generic answers. Examiners specifically report that you must always link every single analytical point directly to the given scenario, rather than relying on memorized, generic textbook responses. If the question asks about a specific complex number transformation, your answer must reference those exact coordinates and that exact context. Do not give a generalized definition of a transformation. They want to know that you are solving the specific problem sitting right in front of you on that desk. As we conclude this explainer, I want you to seriously think about this question. How will you deploy this insider 5-step method mark strategy the next time you face a hostile 9709 Argand diagram context? You now have the full system. Here's your final reminder. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ace the Exams, at acetheexams_IGCSE to excel in your Cambridge examinations. Subscribe right now to @acetheexams_IGCSE and click that bell. Don't let another exam pass you by. Drop a comment below with your target grade for mathematics and the biggest challenge you're facing right now. Our team responds to every single comment. Like and share this video with a study partner who needs to see this. Ace the exams. Your Cambridge success starts here. Go dismantle that next pass paper.